Hi everybody! Today we're going to have a look at gemination. What is it? Gemination is also called double consonant sounds, consonant lengthening, or twinning, and it is a feature of connected speech. Remember, there are short and long vowel sounds in English. For example, ship and sheep, I and E. But what about consonants? Are these long and short too? Not quite. Consonant length is not a distinctive feature in English, at least not in root words. The length of a consonant sound does not change the meaning of a word. For example, butter is spelled with double T, but we just say butter. It's simply one T sound. In the same way, the word summer is spelled with double M, but we simply say summer, just one M sound. If we made the consonant sounds longer, the meaning would not change. Butter, summer. A long consonant sound would just sound unusual. In English, we only have gemination, this lengthening of consonant sounds, across word boundaries, that means between two words, and across morphemes. And remember, morphemes are little segments of words. But this only happens if the last consonant in the first word and the first consonant in the following word are the same. That means the words on the word boundary are the same. Here is an example. We have the word some ending in the nasal m, and the word more starting with the same nasal sound m. Let's listen. Some more, some more. Here we have gemination. The is slightly longer. Another example. Midday, midday. Here we have gemination across morphemes. This is just one word, midday, but we have mid and day, two morphemes making up the word. And the first one ends in the plosive d, and the next one starts with the same plosive d. Midday, a slightly longer d sound. The middle sound has to be a plosive, like we have in midday, a fricative, or a nasal, like in our example, some more. Let's look at some more examples for plosives, fricatives, and nasals where we have gemination. First of all, plosives. The first example we just had a look at, midday. The second word is bookcase. Bookcase. The first morpheme, book, ends in a k, and the second one starts also with a k, case. Bookcase. The next one, lamp post. Lamp ends in p, post starts with p. Lamp post. In all three words, the plosives in the middle are slightly longer. And all of those were examples where we have gemination across morphemes. Here are examples for fricatives. The first word is again just one word, and the gemination happens across morphemes. Misspell, misspell. So we have miss and spell, misspell. I think this example is quite obvious because this is definitely longer. Next, we have a couple of examples where we have gemination across word boundaries. First of all, both things, both things. Life force, life force. Fish shop, fish shop. In all of the examples, the middle consonant can be slightly longer because of gemination. And two examples for nasals. The first one we had already, some more, and the second one, even nearer, even nearer. Now you've noticed that we don't put a pause in between the two consonants. Gemination really means that the consonant becomes slightly longer. So what happens if we don't pronounce it as a geminate? Nothing. There's no change in meaning. However, it could be confusing for the listener. For example, in these pairs of phrases. Number 1, his own, his own, versus his own, his own. Number 2, their sin, versus their sin, their sin. Number 3, 5 valleys, versus 5 valleys, 5 valleys. And here the gemination really makes a difference because the meaning changes. You can hear the difference in most accents of English. However, there are not many examples of this. And it's also important to remember that most of the time we can tell the difference also because of the context. Do you have any more questions about gemination or phonology and pronunciation in general? Leave me a comment below.